Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about angels in disguise. So I have talked about this before, but I'm going to bring a new part to this. Let's just say a star-powered part to this. And you guys see will see what I mean by that. So this subject has been kind of hitting the airwaves, right? A lot of this stuff I brought up, and there's also some new stuff that I'm going to be bringing. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So, I always start out with this verse here, Ephesians 6:12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So, I always got to point out this part. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So humans, right? We don't wrestle. We're not fighting against humans, right? We're fighting against the principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places, right? So this is why you don't really hear me talk about, the secret societies and all that. Do they exist? Yes, right? But it's not just one group, there's many of them, right? They're all vying for power and all that, right? But they all kind of have the same goal. But they get their marching orders. See, this is what kind of bothers me about people who focus on these secret societies, right? Is that they're the movers and the shakers, and they're the elite and they're the ones pulling the strings and stuff like that. No, they're not. It's these guys, the principalities, right? The powers and the rulers of darkness and spiritual, right? Spiritual wickedness in high places. So they are in fact puppets themselves, right? Even though they own all these businesses and whatever, right? Own, politicians, they themselves are puppets as well. So I just want to say that. But again, we fight against principalities, not humans. So we be very careful of hating people. Okay. But anyways, Hebrews 13:2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. So these angels can look like humans or transform into humans. Okay. 1 John 4:1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone out unto the world. So now you have these spirits, what is that word, darn it? Moving about, lack of a better word, as false prophets, looking like actual prophets, but they are not, right? So if, let's say, Joseph Smith, here, actually I should bring that up. Or is it this one? Here we go. Okay, it is this one. All right. Hereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God. If Joseph Smith would have asked that question, there would be no Mormonism. There's a lot of, I'll just say, racy stuff in Mormonism. I'll just say that. I don't want to disparage Mormons themselves, but there is a lot of doctrine, I'll just say, that is racy. Doesn't sit well with me, I'll just say that. Okay. And this goes for anybody, right? Any spirit, anybody, me, right? You know, if you see me, say his word only. Did Jesus Christ come in the flesh? You know, if I say no, well, and start saying, well, no, Jesus is the upteenth octave of the, you know, you hear that a lot from the New Agers or even spirits. You know, I've heard people say that they have been in contact with spirits that have said, you know, you know, no, Jesus is not God. He's of the 17th of the Maitreya or whatever. You know what I mean? But they got to say, did Jesus Christ come in the flesh? It's either yes or no, right? Anyways, I just wanted to say that. Okay, Luke 22:3. Now I also want to bring this up. This is another aspect to this. Luke 22:3. Then entered Satan into Judas, surnamed Iscariot, being of the number of the 12. Now, so after Satan goes into Judas, this is what he does. And this is why we need to put on the armor of God every day. Sorry, the mic's right here. I'm still getting used to this, so I apologize. But yeah, you know, this is why we need to put on the armor of God, right? But anyways, and he went his way, and he communed with the chief priests and captains, how he might betray him unto them. So Satan enters into Judas, and then he does this stuff. Makes you wonder on what's really going on with a lot of this stuff going on, doesn't it? Why people do the things that they do. All right. The book of Enoch, chapter 19. And Uriel said to me, he shall stand the angels who have connected themselves with women, and their spirits, ready? And their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind, and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Here they shall stand till the great day of judgment, in which they shall be judged till they are made an end of. So I want to read this false prophet thing again, right? Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world, leading them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. Very interesting. See, there's a Gnostic kind of Christianity out there that you need to be wary of, right? Where they literally worship angels. You know, they literally worship angels. That's what they do. And a lot of them are, you know, vegan and say that like eating meat is a sin and all that stuff. So just, yeah. Anyways. Now, this is interesting here. So if you ever wondered where sirens come from, these entities, right? Check this out. And the woman also of the angels who went astray shall become sirens. Very interesting. Okay. 2 Corinthians 11:14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. So Satan can transform into an angel of light. So he can change his appearance. And I'll show you another aspect of this too. Where did it go? Is it this? Hold on. It was this. Why didn't I put it over here? Darn it. Oh well. Okay. Okay. And the day arrived when the sons of God came and placed themselves before the Lord. And Satan also came with the sons of God before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, whence thou comest? See, this is that verse. I just kind of want to show you that, some of the stuff in Jasher, because it's the book of Jasher here, is legit too. Pulls from, the Bible and stuff. Now, I'm not saying all of it, okay? There's some stuff in it that probably has been corrupted and stuff like that, but there was a book of Jasher. Now, I don't call it, scripture or in the Bible, just look at more as a commentary, right? Not, anyways, just make sure you hold everything up to the 66 books in the Bible. Okay. I have seen all the children of the earth who serve thee and remember thee, that they require anything of thee. But when thou givest them the thing that which they require from thee, they sit at their ease and forsake thee, and they remember thee no more. Hast thou seen Abraham the son of Terah, who at first had no children, and served thee, and erected altars to thee wherever he came, and brought offerings upon? Basically, Satan is saying here, that once he gets what he needs and blah, 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 he won't serve you anymore, right? So let's go here. Now we're going to get to Satan transforming. Okay. I'm trying to find it, guys. I apologize. Okay. Okay, So Satan's going to transform into an old man, but he's also going to transform into a brook of water here. So, very interesting, if I can find it. Okay, I found the brook of water. But where is... Okay, here it is. Okay, verse 25, chapter 23. Okay. Okay. And whilst Abraham was proceeding with his son Isaac along the road, this is where he was taken to offer him up, right? Where God was testing him. Kind of a picture of what God did with Jesus, right? That he sacrificed his son, right? It was a picture of that. And of course, it wasn't, God was just testing Abraham. He didn't actually want him to sacrifice his son, because God was going to do that, right? But lost my train of thought. Sorry. But and the reason why is because he said your seed will be like the sand of the sea, his seed, shall be like the sands of the sea, right? Or in the stars of it. My goodness, I better stop. Got too much in my brain. So, anyways, and against Abraham was proceeding with his son Isaac along the road, Satan came and appeared to Abraham in the figure of a very aged man. So here's Satan coming, changing his form to an old man, and a humble and contrite spirit. And he approached Abraham to say to him, Art thou silly or brutish, that thou goest do this thing this day to thine only son? Now, where is it? Okay. Abraham still rebuked Satan, and Satan went for them. And seeing he could not prevail over them, he hid himself from them. And he went and passed before them on the road. Ready? Here we go. And he transformed himself to a large brook of water in the road. Crazy stuff, isn't it? Okay. So now, this is another question I want to ask you guys. When Satan takes Jesus on the high mountain, asks him, I can give you the kingdoms of the world, right? I wonder how many people he's asked that to. Just a question. Okay. Matthew 4:8. And again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things I will give thee. Did he say this to Brad Pitt? Or to, kings of the world? Presidents? Who knows? Your favorite songwriter? Okay, and he saith unto him, all these things I will give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me, right? What does the Bible say? That he is the God of this world, right? He is the one that people worship, really. And they, do his bidding, basically, unwittingly, And that's why God says you're either for the world. He says, if you're for the world, you're against me. He says, if you are a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God, right? But anyways. Right, yeah. Mark chapter 8. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Now pay attention. See, people don't read this part, and I do not understand why. Right? They read this part, but then they don't read verse 37. Check this out. Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Very interesting, huh? I'll just say this. There's a lot of interesting deaths that follow celebrities. I'll just say that. Now, I want you to check this out. I don't know what to say about this. This is very interesting. So, here's Nicolas Cage, right? This dude looks a heck of a lot like Nicolas Cage, doesn't? And this is 1870. Is this an angel? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say all of them are, but it's very interesting. I mean, this one, same nose. I mean, this guy, Orlando Bloom, right? Everybody loves Orlando Bloom. Look at their freaking nose. Like, holy cow. Something's afoot. Huh. That's interesting. Look at the nose, guys. Sorry, that was my phone. Apologies. Why are you texting me now, darn it? So, check this one out. What am I supposed to do with that? I mean, we have it right here. Hebrews 13:2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Right? Yeah, we have here, and their spirits, assuming many different forms, are defiling mankind and shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as gods. And what are these people called? Idols, American idols, stars. Did you know stars are known as angels? Here. Right here. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth. Even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, and she's shaken of the mighty wind. Let me see if I can find another one. Okay, God said, let there be lights. Okay. Anyways, I can't find the verses that say that, darn it. But there's one there. And I don't think that's talking about, if stars are what they say they are, then one star would take the Earth out, right? So I think these are talking about, some kind of entities, or stars aren't what they say they are, But anyways. And that could very much be true, right? Crap. Oh yeah, this is just more of this stuff. I don't know about that one. I don't know why I'm laughing at that one. Sorry. Oh my goodness. That's funny. But yeah. Oh yeah, here's Justin Timberlake. Let's see with their noses. So you gotta pay attention to their nose. I don't know. That one's a little off, but yeah. I don't know about that one. But very interesting. Very, very interesting. Huh. Now they kind of got the same nose. Except the guy on the left's more straighter though. Okay. Anyways, we're done with that.
Was this child just being shy, or did he see something in the Queen that scared him?
Hold on, I might need to turn that down.
Allegedly, she likes the taste of children, but that was just a theory. As she creeps towards him, the child seems petrified.
Watch this. Sorry. Watch this. That's what I meant to do. Sorry. But yeah, very interesting.
There has been speculation that the Queen and the royal family, or members of the royal family, were not human. You be the judge. Next, notice after he realizes something is wrong, he touches his face. Watch Britney Spears' pupils during an interview. George Bush Sr. His left eye seems to be doing its own thing. Let's zoom in a little bit. In this next clip, once again, something is happening to his eyes in real time. In this final clip, Elvis' eyes seem to be larger than normal.
Freaking wow.
And you can see the vertical.
Sorry about that. I didn't see that up there, but I was just, oh wow, the freaking ads, darn it. Oh, some won't even let you see the site until you unblock your ads
Lip pupils.
or your ad blocker.
Let's slow it down and zoom in.
I don't know about that one. They might be looking too much into that one. I didn't see anything. Oh. Well, I don't know. Okay, I guess they're talking about that. Okay, who cares about whoever that is? Pokimane, I think that is. Okay. Don't play it. Don't you dare. Okay, alright. So, I got this from the big Cam I Am. Now, he definitely not a believer in this and all that, so. But if you want to check him out, you can. And I do believe she went on a podcast, and I'm guessing she probably backtracked and all that, so I haven't watched it yet. But to me, very interesting, I'll just say. I'll go ahead and like it. I don't necessarily agree with the guys. I probably won't subscribe, but if you want to, you can. You know, but anyways, do that.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck up.
Darn it. Sorry, guys. Okay, let me. Don't blow your eardrums out.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off. And there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off. And everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks. But I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can die with them or not. I'm not going to.
Listen, I done seen.
So, I'll let you be the judge. And of course, you got these guys doing this stuff here. Right? All these occult symbols. You know, and why is everything going gothic? You ever wondered that? It's like all of a sudden, man, everything's just gone gothic. Even rap's gone gothic. You know what I mean? Just very odd. Very, very odd, I'll just say. This is very big, so I want you to pay attention to this eye stuff right here. Okay. I'm going to show you where it comes from. So you see how they do this eye right here? This stuff, it's always this one eye, right? Oh, of course, you got this here, right? That stuff, that stuff, that stuff. Okay. Zechariah 11:17. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon his arm, and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. Okay. So how did he get this? So I believe this is the false prophet here, right? This is the false prophet. Okay. So now we have the goddess Hela. I always bring her up, the deep in the Bible. Right here. See something a little bit familiar? The arm clean dried up. That is the left eye. But look, it's darkened. The right eye darkened. So, very interesting. In Genesis 1:2, it says, darkness was upon the face of the deep. Very interesting, isn't it? Okay. 2 Chronicles 18:21. Hold on. Oh, that's why I put that there. Okay. Anyways. So I want to show you, of course, where I brought up where Satan goes to Abraham or to God. Okay. Oops. Did I do that right? I hope I did that right. Okay. Let's see here. Abraham. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Should I return to the tent, Lord? Okay, it's verse 20 or chapter 22, I do believe. Okay. Found a valley distance. Okay, maybe I gotta. Spoke to Ishmael. Okay, maybe it is this one then. No. What? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Sons. Zoba city name of Ram, Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael boasted. Why does boast? Oh, okay, here we go. And the day arrived when the sons of God came and placed themselves before the Lord. And Satan also came with the sons of God before the Lord. Okay, so you have both evil ones and good ones going up there, right? We got to remember God is the one who sets up good kings, evil kings. He's the one in control, right? Basically to get to the end times and get us to where we need to be, right? And if a nation is doing bad things and, sinning, I guess, per se, and I don't mean sinning, I mean like, let's just say bad, okay? Let's just say like we're doing here in America. And he'll set up kings that stink at their job, right? And are terrible people, let's just say. Anyways. And the Lord said to Satan, where is it? No, that's not what I wanted to read. Yeah. I wanted to bring that up because this verse is kind of hard to get. What? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Why did that move? 2 Chronicles 18:21. Actually, let me read 18:80 so you can understand and get the context here. Okay, again he said, therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting upon his throne, and all the host of heaven standing on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall entice Ahab, king of Israel, that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? Ahab was that bad son of David, right? That son who wanted to take the kingdom and was let's just say he wasn't a good person. That he may fall at Ramoth Gilead. So God will use these evil entities to take out somebody evil, right? And one spake, saying after this manner, and on another, and to test people, right? Anyways, and one spake, saying after this manner, and another saying after that manner. Then there came out a spirit, and stood before the Lord, and said, I will entice him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? Notice as he says wherewith, basically seeing if it's legal, per se, right? And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. Now, guess what? It is up to us to know the truth, to read the truth. He gives it to us, right? So I want to point this out because it's hard to understand this verse, right? It's put in a way in English that's, kind of seems like God's allowing lying, right? But not. Anyways, let me just finish. And he said, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And the Lord said, Thou shalt entice him, and thou shalt also prevail. Go out and do even so. And therefore, behold, the Lord had put a lying spirit in the mouth of of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil against thee. Then Zedekiah the son of Shananah came near and smote Micaiah upon the cheek and said, Which way went the Spirit of the Lord from me to speak unto thee? And Micaiah said, Behold, thou shalt see on that day when thou shalt go into an inner chamber to hide thyself. All right. So he's doing this to not so good people, all right? So, there you guys go. And plus, this is not a good spirit, I do believe, right? Because you have both evil ones. It says all the hosts of heaven, right? Anyways, Daniel 2:21. Oh, and basically where I was going with that is that he goes out and be's a false prophet, right? Or a lying spirit. Wait a minute. Oh, yes, okay. So, I'm going to end this with this verse here. It's an amazing verse, in my opinion. Daniel 2:21. That they would desire mercies of God of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his fellows should not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. Then was the secret revealed unto Daniel in a night vision. Then Daniel blessed the God of heaven. Daniel answered and said, Blessed be thy name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his. He changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings, and he setteth up kings. He gives wisdom unto the wise, and knowledge to them that know understanding. Right? He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth that is in the darkness, and the light that dwelleth with him. Or he knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light that dwelleth with him. I thank thee and praise thee, O thou God of my fathers, who hast given me wisdom and might, and hast made known unto me now what we desired of thee. For thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter. Therefore Daniel went unto Arioch, whom the king had ordained to destroy the wise men of Babylon. He went and said thus unto him, Destroy not the wise men of Babylon. Bring me in before the king, and I will show unto the king the interpretation. So God, he's the one that removeth kings. He sets up kings. He's the one with the wisdom. He's the one with the knowledge, in the understanding. And guess what? Actually, I lied. I'm going to end on this verse. Oh no, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Crud. Okay. Oh, I did. I just moved it. Whoops. 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? So, that same God, right, that changed the times and the seasons, he removed kings, he set up kings, the all-knowing, all-loving, all whatever, right? lives inside of you and me and everyone who believes in Jesus Christ, right? And we really need to think that and let that sink in. The creator of the universe lives inside you, right? Now you, me, and us, we're not, you know what I mean? We're not gods, and we don't have that power, right? God does. He's the one that dictates it, right? Tells you to go move a mountain. You know what I mean? He's the one that says, okay, go move that mountain. You can't move that mountain. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, I thank you for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.